help you, but I'm here to show you how you can build your business. Because it wasn't too long ago that 37 years ago, I was like, didn't have any money and didn't know anything. First, I'd like to thank Bill and everybody at Power Team. 2 years ago, me and Wendy, we were here, and Daniel's not here now, but we were here just like you, and I couldn't even speak. Gee, how time changed. So today we're going to show how I took $10. But you see, it wasn't really that way. Because when I came out of school, I couldn't get a job, so I started working with my parents. Then I started working at this tax company called H&R Block. Then I went home one day and I said, Dad, we're going to be rich. We're going to go do tax returns. And Pop says, who in the blank's going to go to? By the way, he didn't say it in that polite voice. How many of you had that say that to you? So then he said to his other, he said, Dad, you're right. Nobody's going to come to Albert Corey, but everybody's going to Coin Associates. So that's how I went on my dream to go out and build my business. But first of all, I want to ask everybody one question. Are you all business owners?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Well, if you're a business owner, what does everybody want more than anything else?
Money.
Cash register in the ring, say, yeah? Yes. So I want everybody to say, cha-ching.
Cha-ching. That's
still not loud enough.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
There you go. So today I'm going to show you how I took 101 ways, and it's probably now about up to 190, because even today while I was sitting here, I found another tip to put on my list. You know what that was? When I was standing here, instead of having Bill hit his little thing, I want everybody to take a picture of me, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to see my QR code. Oh, well, I don't know if it's working, but I had it on all day. So you see, the point is, I'm coming up with all these 101 ways tips, how I took almost $1. And by the way, this probably costed me, what, a penny? Maybe. And that's one of the tips. See, that's what we're here for. Today, I'm going to show you the tips. But what really starts that we're going to show you today is how you got to become I know the guy. I don't know if you know that. But I know the guy who's going to go out there, you're going to serve, love, give. You're going to give your heart. You're not going to worry about, I gave somebody the tips and I'm not going to get paid. No, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to tell them everything you know and anything's going to happen. Because guess what's going to happen? Good things are going to come. Because what's really going to happen is I'm going to go to you and I'm going to tell you whatever. You're probably not going to need my services, but you might say, down the road, I know somebody who could, right? I know the guy. That's not a referral. You're just telling somebody you don't know. Well, one of the cool stories that happened to me along my journeys is, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or Clubhouse, it's Albert Corey. Put my name. If anybody can spell it, sometimes I can't even. So that's me on all social media platforms. So you can pretty much see all my work that we do all the time. So I know the guy is, I'm out there going out every day, posting little nips and nuggets on how to build a business. So one day, one of my nuggets is I would go out and do Facebook Lives. And I would go out and do it every day, give a little tip. Then one day, somebody comes up and clicks me up on Messenger and says to me, hey, do you mind if I speak to you a few minutes? I said, sure, no problem. So we found each other on Messenger and we started talking and laughing. And then guess what? You know what I found out? He lives in Melbourne, Australia. I don't know about you, but I live in Miami. So I live in Miami in the other corner, and he lives in the other corner of the world. So after talking to him, he tells me, I don't need your services. But would it be okay if my neighbor calls you tomorrow through WhatsApp? And what do you think I said? Yeah. Sure, no problem. Well, that was like 4 years now. 4 corporate tax returns, bookkeeping. Well, you know how that goes. All because I went out and I was willing to give everything away. But here's the trick. See, all entrepreneurs have 3 problems. You know what the 3 problems are? And we all have this, right? No time, no money, and no leads. If that's true, say yes. Yes. Well, what if I can show you a simple and easy system that you can start building your business in about 5 to 7 minutes a day? That's all I take. Because usually in the busy of tax time, I don't have a whole lot of time. But I was doing it always when I was drinking coffee at 6:30 in the morning. Or anybody who follows me, Wendy and Angel who follows me on Facebook knows, is I'm walking down that canal every day. What am I doing, guys? I'm doing a live. And it doesn't cost anything. Okay, it doesn't cost anything. So I'm out there doing it. You know, it's not that difficult to do, and everybody can do it. You know, it's probably sometimes even more effective than anything else. And guess what starts to happen? As my clients start to call me and they hit me up on Messenger, and then they get me on Messenger, and then next thing you know, it's a warm market. I don't know about you, but I like working with people who like to contact me because they're interested in me. Correct? How many times you guys did cold calls and you start asking, who? No, right? You're now talking to people who want to be or interested. And I made thousands of dollars. You know, and one of the coolest things was, remember we went through this thing called COVID, right? Well, if you're in California, I know California and I know Colorado. Well, last year during COVID, all H&R Block, all Liberty, all Hewitt Jackson, almost 90% of the tax officers were closed. But who was one of the 1%? Me. And how did I get these people? I'm in Miami, and I'm getting clients all over the world. I don't do no ads. I don't do Facebook ads because I can never do them right. Okay? I don't have no magical list. So I was out there doing my post. And while 95% of the tax offices were closed, I'm getting calls from California, Nevada, all over the country. Here's another reason why you got to follow what I'm talking about. Is I got clients this year that haven't been with me for 6 or 7 years. They lost my phone number. But guess where they knew I was? Because, hey, Albert, I saw you all the time posting on social media. And guess what they did? They found my name, and then they went on Google, and since if you see Albert Corey on Google, you can check out a whole lot of listings. So there again, because I take what I do, and I'm showing up everywhere. And what's it cost you to do that, guys? 0. So every day I'm coming up with a lot of cool tips. But here's the real secret sauce. You guys want to learn the secret sauce?
Yes.
Well, the secret sauce is you got to come up with 7 tips that you can teach me. And I guess I used to say 5 minutes or less, but now there's this thing called Reels and Stories, which you put it out on Reels and Stories, okay, it's going to go out like wildfire. Now, I got more views on Reels. I never knew what Instagram was, okay, until I started putting that out on Reels. Now also I'm getting a bunch of people, and you're even getting people I don't even know, which I think is pretty cool. So what you do, I want you to write a list of 5 things that you can teach me. Now it's about 59 seconds, because guess what? If you go over a minute on Instagram, you're not at Reels no more. So I tell people, my clients, it's 57 seconds to make sure you don't go over. Now another thing that you got to do is, please do not use huge titles. If you got a PhD in quantum physics, nobody's going to go to you. Okay, make it so that a 5th grader can understand what you're doing. Or I went into someone, I started telling this, and I said, well, Albert, I don't know who a 5th grader is. I said, guess what? You ever watch the TV show Phoebe on Friends? Well, Phoebe's got to understand it. Because if Phoebe's going to understand it, oh, Phoebe's here, sorry. Okay, if Phoebe can understand it, everybody can understand it. Oh, by the way, I left it on my desk. Well, I had the book here, but anybody who texts this Taxman to 26786, Taxman, or you can do my new testing system. It might be bent up because I've been wearing it all day. You can go here, and it's going to go to the same opt-in. That you're going to get a copy of my Amazon bestseller, The Art of Perception. It's how my story built. You can get that text, Taxman 26786. You're also going to get my 101 tips. It's now at about, what was it, Angel, about 150 now? We redid a new edition of it. Probably it's still growing because I'm always coming up with some more ninja tricks. That's not going to be in that edition, but when you start working with me, okay, gotcha. So we're going to start to do it. So you start making it. Don't make it a big, long story. I mean, it's the right story, but make sure you can make it so somebody can understand. It's like last year, this is the craziest story that came out. I'm on Facebook, being nice, what do you do? And he said I was a quantum physics, blah, 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 blah. Long title. Then I asked him, hey, can you break it down? Because I don't understand. You know what the guy tells me? The guy tells me, well, if you can't understand it, I don't want you as a customer. That's what he told me. And I was like shaking my head. Maybe I might have a black gold card, can buy whatever you want. So just make it so you can understand. Okay, make it so you can understand to do it. And next thing you know, people are going to start to do it. So as you start to post, make sure you put, follow the comments and make sure you do it. Now, as you start posting and putting stuff, and by the way, if you ever answer somebody else's DM or message, don't do a sales page because you're not now part of the guy. Everybody on Instagram, you put, hi, my friend, 90% of them, all of a sudden they give me a 40-word, 100-word thing. I want to sell you crypto. Or do you want to join my deal? No. You want to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Where you from? Make them feel good because you want them to know the guy. Now, the next problem people say is, well, how are you going to get this out? You say 5 minutes a day. Well, it's very simple. It's called InShot. InShot is the coolest program out there that I've literally almost mastered. If you followed a lot of the stuff that I've shot the last 2 days while we're here at Rainmaker and Park Team events, I mean, in 3 seconds, I took a picture. I was sitting with Bill, and I put, hey, you're amazing. I put a blinky sticker. Guess what happens? I'm always getting on stories. I think I got like 45 to 50 people saying awesome and give me hearts and stars. Why? Because guess what? You're posting cool things. Another thing when you're posting is, guys, if you want to post at your events, remember, I want everybody to take a picture that you're here and post it. Everybody take out their cameras because social proof, it's cool. Take pictures with Bill. Take pictures of Coasted because it's simple edification, guys. You'll never know, like when I'm on stages in Chicago, later people say, oh, wow, we saw you in Chicago on the stage. Well, you guys can do the same thing. For all you ladies who are sitting here doing your poses and stuff, go out there and put it on social media. But hi, I was at Power Team learning with awesome coaches. Dude, you might have nobody, but all of a sudden you're now the top of the world. Okay? That little you standing on this stage in front of Power Team and posting, I'm working with amazing people, you're now elevated to the genius of the world. And the world will think, oh, wow, I'm a genius. And you are. So go out and show that you're a genius and you're out there. And that's how I built the business. I have one office. Okay, and if you ever saw when my first office was, or my first thing was my dad told me, oh, you can't go out and do it. You know what I did? I went to Office Depot. I said, Dad, you're right. I went to Office Depot, and guess what I did? At 6 o'clock at night, I think they closed at 7 or 7:30. So I go make a sheet of paper, and I'd make them into 4x4. Remember, this was 1985 when I started. So there's no internet, no cell phone. So guess what? I would run them off. So I knew if I do 4, I'd get 400 sheets. But then I didn't have no money to pay the $20 to cut them. So what did I do? I took their big cutter and I started cutting them. And guess what? Somebody's going to tell you, oh, guess what? They're not going to come to you because it's not cut. Oh my dude, none of them were perfect and straight. But guess what? You know what's funny? I still have some of those clients 37 years later. Woo! Okay? So anybody says I don't have any money or time, well, guess what? It's there. And when anybody says time, good, get on your phone while you're sitting there. It takes 10 seconds. Another thing is you got to make yourself look human. I don't know about you, but I would like, if anybody follows me, I know Angel and Dr. Wendy, right, I do it when I'm at the pool, I'm like walking. So when you make the tips fun, exciting. If you're doing whatever, weight loss or business or whatever, make it exciting, make it interesting. Don't always put, oh, if you eat green beans. No, you want to put, hey, look, I'm cooking the recipe. It smells good. You make it exciting because people want to buy you. In the end, I got clients for 37 years. I mean, I could tell you the craziest story how you got to be you. The funniest story how you got to be you so you'll know the guy. I had some client who came to me for years and years, all right? And what happened was, she lived too far, and it was April 15th. She goes, I can't come down to you. Okay, and so she went someplace else. So she went to this guy, and the guy told her kid starts crying. She goes, get out, get out. And she goes to her guy, she tells me next, she goes, man, I should have went to Corey, because Corey comes in, he's cool, he's nice, my kid can cry right on his walls. It doesn't matter. My point is how I built a building, how I built my business on $10 is, you gotta be you, I know the guy. Because once you start helping these people like that, you're gonna give people experiences. And that's how I built it. I can tell you all kinds of stories, even recently, how I built my business even more and more on the power of love. I don't know about you, how many people out there did I help you give all your tips and I sat there and gave you time? Everybody, because that's what I do. And I have thousands of hours. Bill knows how many times I've been on the plane running around the country doing stuff. I mean, I have a real office, guys. The truth is, I'm out here helping you and doing my thing. Okay, and that's it. I'm here to help you. I'm in the back. If you want help with tax stuff, you want help getting your business to the next level, I'm here. You don't matter where you are in the country, there's a thing called email and text and Instagram. You can catch me almost anywhere, and I'm here to help you. And I guess Michael's coming up with the hook. Come in the back if you need anything.
All right, Albert. Give Albert a big round of applause, everybody.
See?
Is he amazing?
I'll check it.
Albert, that was just amazing. So Albert's going to be at the back, so will all the other trainers.